Everybody, a very good afternoon, namaskar, sat shri akal, adab. How you doing? Hope all well. Hope everybody is great and had a great weekend and a great start to the week. I'm Justine Kapani, the founder and CEO of I Am Decor Design. We're in the business of designing and manufacturing home and office decor and interior solutions. Wear your glasses because not to scare anybody, but the fact is the pollution is a little dangerous and stuff. And having been out of town and coming back to Delhi, I find my eyes are already watering and stuff. So take precautions, get a nice cup of coffee, and this is pretty amazing to see Mr. Modi also talk on the benefits of coffee and stuff, keeping the global and the corporate and the entrepreneurship and farming models of various people and minds in our country on his Man Ki Baat channel and stuff. So my share is all about coffee. My share is actually about this article which I was reading since morning, and I was thinking if I should share it or not, because I'm not really like I don't follow Bhagavad Gita, but I do tune into Krishna and his school of thought sometimes. And it's just a coincidence, or probably we are all on the same page and following each other. So we have a lot of similar shares on not just stuff like Buddhism, but also ISKCON and Krishna psychology and stuff. So this read is in our Times of India paper, Delhi. It's in the spiritual speaking tree section and stuff. And this is talking about counting on our hidden invaluable assets, which is we are born with both good and evil in the chit. So feelings and memories and actions and thoughts either fade or die for some time, but sanskars or values remain the same over the years and stuff and all that, and is carried through your ancestry and your generations and everything. And they've talked about kind of being pragmatic about certain things and stuff, and not being emotional, not having a connection with what is right and what's wrong with the world and stuff. But they say that we have to kind of recognize that incredible complexity and potential of our body, mind, intellect, also called as upadhis, when purified and channelized wisely, they assume a greater power that can actually transform and change secular and spiritual lives. Even if you're not spiritual and you're religious and stuff, and you start reading and stuff, how you think, how you look at the world, how you've been mentally conditioned, how you've grown up, what your work feeds into your head, and what you read, what you follow, all of that becomes a part of your chit psychology in English. And modern psychology recognizes this and immense potential, and it talks about steering our mind and its path upon a greater goodness, and having a control on flickering mind, and the detrimental part of not being intelligent or intellect and stuff. And they have touched upon Swami Sivananda, who says that good samskars are invaluable assets for a man, and they protect him from extreme undesirable hostile influences when placed in an unfavorable environment. And more importantly is that all these provide you with inner strength and support you when you're feeling down. I'm going on video too, so do follow if you like this, because it's it's an extremely and a very enriching kind of article and stuff. I think it's pretty deep and stuff, but it's nice to read. It's better than the shouting, screaming. It's better than the abusive stuff. It's better than the unhandful, discussions and debates that happen many a times, because when you're not on TV, or when you're not in such acute environments and stuff, you know that this is not a reality and this is not how the whole world functions. So follow me on video too.